guys, 36 Chamber here, coming at you with another tutorial. This time on the kip up. Now, in my opinion, the kip up is the perfect move to learn if you're a beginner to tricking or acrobatics in general, because first of all, it is safe to do. If you do it wrong, you're not going to get horribly injured. At worst case scenario, you might get the breath knocked out of you. Second reason why is because doing it is going to build a lot of very important skills for the future. Just learning how to control your core and learning how to use your momentum to get yourself up. Also, third reason, it's not too difficult of a move to learn. For me, I think when I first started doing it, it took me about a month to learn it, and I was as far from athletic as you can possibly get. And the last reason is because it looks really cool, which is always a nice motivator to keep learning new things. So, now how do you go about learning the actual kip up? Well, when it comes down to it, there's a few really important things to remember. The first is that you want to keep your chin tucked down to your chest. The reason for this is so that when you go back, you don't bash the back of your head into the ground, which would be very painful, I can assure you. The second thing that you want to remember is, as with almost everything else, the rule is height before tight. The higher you go up, the more time you give yourself to get the rotation that you need, to get the movement that you need. And the last thing to remember is that when you go up, it all depends on the type of kip that you are doing. There's the straight leg kip, and then there's more of like the open leg kip, right? So the difference is that the straight leg kip looks more like this, whereas the closed leg kip, the open leg kip looks more like this. All right, now when it comes to learning the actual kip up, there's 3 simple steps to do it. Step 1 is going to be just learning how to set up for it, which is lie down on your back like this, get your hands, place them right by your head. Your palms need to be touching the ground, and just focus on bringing your knees into your chest and rolling onto your upper back, like so. The really important thing to notice here is that you really have to get your weight onto your upper back with your knees positioned right above you. All right, once you've done that, we can move on to step 2. Step 2 is you're going to go from that position into just a simple back bridge. If you can't do a back bridge yet, I recommend that you train that up first just for safety reason. So for step 2, you're going to start like this, lying on your back with your hands here. Bring it in, kick up, back bridge, back down. Bring it in, kick up, back bridge, back down. Do that until you're comfortable with it, and then once you have that to a level where you can do it well, you're ready to move on to step 3. Now then, step 3 is where you put everything together. So, in concept, all it is you're just rolling down onto your upper back, you're kicking up into the back bridge, but you're using your hands to push your upper body up onto your legs so that you can land it, right? So again, it'll look something like this if you're doing it from lying down. So not too difficult. One way that I definitely recommend practicing it is practice how to roll onto your upper back and then use the momentum as you're coming out of the roll to kick up with it. It makes it a little bit easier to practice with. So for this, there are a few things that you want to watch out for. A lot of it is just trial and error until you get it right. But that's what I'm here for, to get rid of some of the trial so there's not as much error. When you are kicking your legs, make sure that you kick them as hard as you can. It's not going to work if you just kick them somewhat softly. You're not going to go up at all. You have to kick super hard, like you really mean it. Secondly, if you just kick your legs straight up, you're going to come straight back down, right? That's how physics works. So when you kick up, make sure that your legs do this like hooking motion. This is what's going to bring you down. So if you watch it from the side again, From here, I'm gonna bring them up, hook them at the very top. I'll probably slow-mo it so you can see it better. And then that's what's gonna get me the momentum to land down. So there you have it. That should be a pretty easy to follow along guide for how to do a kip up. Alright, so as always, I would like to thank you guys for watching. I hope that you learned something. I do genuinely think that if you just take the time to follow along and go through each of the steps, do one step until you're good at it, until you're comfortable with it, then move on to the next. Don't rush things, it's gonna happen on its own, trust me. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. I will probably add in some things that you can do out of the kip up once you're really comfortable with it, like the progression to the next levels. Please leave a like, subscribe, and as always, have fun training and stay safe. 36 Chamber, out.